Welcome back to the Scrap and Melt channel. Found a bolt that fits, and I got a big old bag here. Oh yeah, and copper prices are up. Really? It is a big old bag. Should we weigh it? I think we should. It can't hurt. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good. We got a little bit of work to do today. Okay, get that set up. We got that set up. Thinking this should work. Zeros. £50, almost 51. 50 pounds of romex. Maybe a little bit more because this could be touching the ground. I don't know. But we're gonna get it stripped out and find out how much it really is. All stripped. Cool. It's hot. Like you said, we found a new bolt for that. Prices are at like $5.35, I think, for Bear Bright right now. And it makes my mouth water because I want to get rid of this because it really blocks up a lot of room in my little garage that's filled with stuff. And quite frankly, I'd rather have the $5 a pound and stuff, you know, that's just how it is. So I'm gonna get everything set up. There's the other camera. Battery's charging. I have no clue what happened to my spare. I've looked everywhere. I even thought I might have left it out here. I don't see it anywhere. So we're gonna get set up. We may or may not have the time lapse for this, but we'll definitely get some filming in. First, all I'm going to do is go through it because it's like 20,000 different leagues under the sea here. There's all kinds of sizes of scrumdiddlyumptious stuff. I mean, look at that. What is it? 6'3" with the ground. And there's probably like 8. Oh, it's 6. More 6. And that's probably 6. There's a little bit of car wiring harness. That can go in its own bucket because I ain't taking that crap apart. And if you look, there's some 14. There's some 12. There's a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna get this all messed with and sort it basically, and then we'll start cutting outside husk, if you would, of the romex, and then go from there on the insides. I guess we get everything stripped down, but that's what we're gonna do because this thing's got to go. I'm tired of it being here. And I figure if it gets any more, or if it stays where it is, I'm happy either way. And it makes more room for me in here. which is, you know, we got those 2 containers still filled with pipe. There's a little bit of emergency fund. There's some more emergency fund. And some wire we're going to strip. But that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. Let's get go. Let me get this bag out of here and I'll come back to you when I get it all cleaned up. A little glimpse into everything. Look at all that beautiful romex. On the ground we got 8.3. In the bucket we got the 6. And we're going to separate the rest of the crap into there. But look at all that old stuff. Looking beautiful. Lovely. Lovely. Just a little glimpse into what we're going to be doing. That's what we're doing. That's some nice stuffs. Alright, we're pretty much sorted out here. We got our 6. We got our 8. We got whatever the hell that is. A mess of wire. That looks like some plain old number 2. We got some old, if you know what this is, you're really old. That's antenna cable. That's for antennas. I'm guessing some kind of wiring for an alarm system. And some other schmutz we'll go through and separate out. For the most part, it's all getting thrown together because I don't want to deal with it. It gets its own special little bucket of, I don't know what the fuck it is. And that's that. I'll get the good stuff out of there because obviously there's some romex over there and stuff on the bottom. There's our 14. There's our little bit of 12. And there might be a few pieces scattered on the ground. And there's a little bit of stripped already. Grounds. But yeah, that's a big pile of holy crap-oly. So I'm going to go through this mess, get it separated out into different spots, and we'll start ready to get running here. All the goodies. Lots of goodies. A little bit of crap-oly. That's how it goes. Sometimes you get good stuff. I don't even, this stuff's been sitting here so long I don't even remember what the hell was in the bag. It's from a job years ago that we did. So anyway, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna get this stuff going. I'll get the time lapse on and we'll get all the husks taken off, as I call them, and then get down to the good stuff. And yeah, make a big old barrel of stuff. Mostly trash. A couple full buckets though, some good wire. That's for sure. When all's said and done, we'll have a good trip. And we'll have some aluminum and stuff to take down too, I'm sure. So anyway, let me get started. We'll be back. Alright, I'm going to show you how I do this. First I take the guard off, because this stuff's so thick. We'll start with this little piece here. Then you want to adjust it. Let's see how far it'll take to make it go through, and then a little bit tighter. You want to keep a downward pressure here. And you want to have a bolt threaded in there. Thicker stuff. Once you get it going, shot. Still sometimes need a little bit of cutting, but saves you a hell of a lot of time. And it's more dangerous, so it's funner. Packing. It don't like the 8.3. It don't like it at all. So I'm gonna be here for a minute, so I'm gonna let you guys get off the hook of watching this crapola for any longer than you already have. And we'll get us a couple zone-ins in the middle of cleaning everything up and see how we're doing. But other than that, I will be back later. It's like 90 something degrees out here. It's pretty hot. But I got all the 8 gauge done. Here's my 6. Got the 8. There's all my grounds. So I'm gonna strip this first. You've seen me strip a million times. Give you a little setup of how I set this up. First, I'm gonna put the plate back on. I'm gonna keep it down like that with the big one up, because that's what we're doing, the big stuff. And what you want to do is put that back on there. So you want to have a little downward pressure on the wire as you go, because if you don't, it doesn't feed. At least on these. I don't know much about other wire strippers, but these you definitely do. So what I like to do, I should probably get away with doing that one. You can see how it's pointing. It's keeping, get my fingers out there. It's keeping downward pressure on it. And then the blade will come down, obviously. You just want to set the blade deep enough. You gotta do test runs for the blade, but you just want to do them deep enough that it only cuts the outside and not the wire. Which with romex, it's fairly simple. With the little thin stuff, you know, your number 2 shit, it's a pain in the butt, and you'll get splinters in your hands and everything else. But with this stuff, it's pretty easy. So what I'll do is spin my nut down, spin that bad boy down. I want to go until I can barely get it to work through there, right? And I want to come down a little bit more. There we go. We're going to try that. Thing's aluminum. What am I doing? Oops, sorry. Dummy with his fingers in the way. Yeah, it works pretty good. So I'm gonna get these two tight. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. I need 2 hands. And as you see, she strips right through. So that's what I'm going to do with that bucket there. Now that it's set up. And that's how you set them up. Very simple, very easy to do. I'll see you guys when I'm done here. Let's check it out. Get her all set up. Hmm. Get that bear bright, baby. You get the point. It would be an hour long if I kept doing this. So there's our bucket so far. That's what we still got to do, plus all the rest of that. So we'd be hours and hours long. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and we'll be back when I'm done. And we'll get a total weight on everything and see what we got. Well, the 8 gauge filled the bucket. So I'm gonna empty the bucket into one of the 27 gallon containers, and we're gonna keep going. But yeah, that's all just the 8 gauge right there from this afternoon. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get the 6 done now. Same thing, same process, just different size. There's the 6. We're gonna move on to the 12. And while I was in here getting us out a bucket for the Bear Bright, I found all that. So we gotta do all this too. Not that I'm complaining. Not complaining at all. We did find that. I forgot it was even here. I'm trying to get rid of everything right now. I just want to get this all cleaned up so I can actually walk in here. Plus the price is amazing, so why not? Have everything ready. So I'm gonna dump this into here. Like this so. Bam. It's a pretty good amount. Not bad afternoon. I'm gonna keep kicking and sucking away at this wire. I'm gonna work on that bucket next. Oof. We're gonna strip that bad boy next. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick, and I'll get back with you guys with the total in the end, because I mean, like I said before, we'll be sitting here all day, literally an hour, just nothing but stripping. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up and we're gonna get out of here. This is probably gonna be the last time I'll ever have this much wire, so but it is what it is. It's better to, you know, get rid of it while the price is up. I'm not gonna hold on to it forever, and I don't have room. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Here we go. Banging up the romex. Oh, the 12, man. Now I'll go back and do the little strand the same way. It'll work the same way. You set that thing up right, they work perfectly fine. Cheap as hell. Work good. There's all the 12 gauge. Moving on to the 14. Same bucket. Gonna go right into where we threw it before the bin. Oh. A little bit of number 1 there. Kind of funky, so it didn't air bright. Not bad at all. It can be pushed down, of course, but it's filling up nicely. We should have a nice load going on here. So, like I said, it all runs the same once you get it set up. Same way. That's just it. So I'm gonna go through that crap and we'll get that going now. Big old bucket of trash. And it's hot. Still very hot. So I'll be back. Okay, that's everything. We'll tear her out with the empty 0.0. 4.9 missing. I'm not gonna weigh up that little bit of number 1. It's not worth it. Let's see what we got with the rest of this stuff. $21. Seriously? And 14 gauge. 28 pounds of Bear Bright at $5 a pound. It's 100 and something bucks right there. It's beautiful. Not bad for an afternoon's work. I mean, yes, I had to get the stuff from work, but you know, I've been saving it for a while. But with the prices, I had to scrap it, man. You can't beat it. So I'm gonna put the lid on, put it away, and get this all cleaned up out here because I got a freaking mess going on. Mess out here. Sorry, I hit the button by accident. Got a little bit more in there that I didn't do, just that one piece because it's 12 gauge and I was already done with the 12. And I got stuff in that barrel I'll do before we take it all in. 28 pounds today, not bad at all. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please hit that like and subscribe.